Hey, Chef Jason Hill here, and tonight I am making a coconut chicken curry dish. It's pretty simple, has some good ingredients, and it tastes great. Let's get started. As always, I have my mise en place, things in place before we get started, and I am going to have to chop up some veg. I'll do that first before I get to the chicken, and I'm just going to dice up 5 carrots. I lay these out, and I'll kind of do them on a bias cut. After I dice up my carrots, I like to par cook them in some boiling water for a couple minutes, then I shock them and set them aside. I'm going to take a couple minutes and just dice up an onion. All right, now I'm just going to place the onion in a bowl so I can make room for my chicken that we're going to cut up. After I cut up the vegetables, before I hit the chicken, I like to run my knife along the steel, bring the edge back. And we're going to go with 4 halves, and to do this, I like to take the tip off, putting my knife at about a 45-degree angle. I'm going to go right down the middle, same thing, and then the back side, cut that back part off. And we'll do this with all 4 pieces. I've got my large Dutch oven preheating on medium-high heat. I'm going to drizzle in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I also like to put in a tablespoon of butter. And I'm going to add my chicken in, which would have been skin side down if there was still skin on it. And we're not going to cook this all the way through. We're just going to get a nice color to the chicken. There's a spot for one more. I check them after about 5 minutes. Once they start to brown up, I just go ahead and turn them. And after I sear the other side for a couple minutes, I remove the chicken and place it in a separate dish. And then I reduce the heat to about medium, and then I add the diced onion. Now after your onions have cooked down for a couple minutes, it's time to add a tablespoon of garlic shallot puree or just a tablespoon of crushed garlic. Stir that around in there. Followed by 4 tablespoons of Jamaican curry, a teaspoon of ground cumin, and then a half a teaspoon of dried thyme. I like to break it up with my fingers. Oh, right when you stir it, the aroma hits you. Oh, that curry. Nothing like it. And if you're like me and like your curry a little on the spicy side, you can always add an 1/8 to a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cayenne pepper. After a couple minutes of sauteing, we're going to deglaze it with a cup of chicken stock. And I buy organic. Or you could use water. After that begins to simmer, I'm going to go ahead and add our par-cooked carrots, followed by 1 13.6-ounce can of coconut milk. Give this a little stir. Another aroma hitting you. Coconut milk meets curry. This is a good time to adjust the seasoning with a little pinch of salt. I usually do about 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Now we're going to add the chicken and let it come to a boil. That way the chicken will cook all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and cover it and let that chicken cook through. After about 10 minutes, it's reduced a little bit and the chicken is cooked. And our final step is I like to add 2 cups of petite peas to this dish. All right, it's time to plate up. I like to serve this over a little bed of rice. Get a couple pieces there. Some sauce around it. Well, you got to try this coconut chicken curry recipe. It's really good. The coconut flavor and the curry with the sweetness of the peas and carrots. It's a winner.